session.
We met a man who had a problem with some plagues.
And then we
And,
burnt loads of stuff down.
Yeah, we were trying to convince him to basically become evil without him realizing. We burned a load of stuff down. We killed some. Cole very, very aggressively killed some of the villagers that were associated with said poisoning. That poisoning, which we'd framed them by using Sheila. And then we went to somewhere else on the farm and found the actual potential source of the poisoning, which was some snake boys, which we then killed. And there was an awful lot of fire.
Didn't he confirm that it wasn't the snakes that were poisoning stuff?
He was very confused because they'd ruled out snake venom.
Yeah.
Or Ed, if Ed wants to comment, I don't. Yeah.
No, Ed made a guy confess. I thought that's what the point Sam was going at, but I was wrong.
Oh right.
Oh,
okay.
no. I tricked a guy into confessing.
Yeah. So the hand in there you were able to pass off as a murder and use that to justify executing the man who confessed to it, and then Cole promptly took it as a cue to execute all of them there, and through some quite successful persuasion rolls, you were able to kind of talk. Oh God, sorry. Talk to Leopold. Yes, talk to Leopold into that it was the right thing to do and that it was justice, and doing good doesn't always feel good. Indeed, and then you encountered some snake people, as you said. Promptly murdered them and burned the barn down. You camped out.
That there was a bunch of dead cows with loads of snake eggs in them.
Indeed, you saw a significant amount of snakes and snake eggs and snake adjacent grossness. So yes, you burned the barn down, and while the barn burned down, you kind of camped out for a bit to have a short rest while it all kind of burnt down, and now it is night. So we are left here with all of you guys hanging around now.
At least it's warm.
Sorry, Ed?
So we have had a short rest.
You've had a short rest, yes. You can stay here for a longer rest if you'd prefer to travel on during the day, or you can go ahead now as is.
I think go ahead now as is. Let's take the risk.
Alright, we're team take the risk, are we? What is that?
Oh!
Excellent. Let me just get a few things up.
Bear with. Short rest, you say?
Dom, I can't remember what because I had my hit points on my token on the last one.
Let me go and check. You are. I have to zoom in because it's. You are at 60 hit points.
6.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the music is Roll20 or Minecraft.
It might be. Hang on, I've been fiddling around with music, so I have no idea if it's working.
I'm not hearing anything on.
Yeah, my music.
No, I am. Now the whole music's coming. Oh, that's quite loud.
Okay, that's weird because it's not coming through from me. So hang on,
it's not coming through from me.
Interesting.
We've stopped again now. Does anybody need any healing? I do have lay on hands. Well, actually, I can do spells.
Healing.
Healing's
for girls.
Yeah, my hit dice served me well enough. I'm 4 off full, so I should be good.
Oh yeah, no, I do need healing.
Apparently healing's for girls, so suck it.
Did I? At what point did I say it was a bad thing?
Girls are essential.
Yeah.
Girls, and as it turns out,
it's.
It was International Women's Day only a couple of days ago, so
yeah.
So
misogynist.
Everyone, if we're having a short rest, everyone gets an extra 6 as well.
Is that of healing or of temporary hit points?
Of healing.
Oh.
From my Song of Rest.
I didn't even need to use the 12 that I rolled. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I hadn't taken any damage. So.
How many hit points?
Funny.
With a big old light bulb.
Caught no damage. Weirdly enough, those farmers they didn't put up much of a resistance.
Yeah,
They
It's
did
almost
not.
like having 19 AC and wearing plate armor means that you're invulnerable to damage from
Oh, 1d6.
Cole's just murdering his way through the world and being like, "Well, I don't. What is this injured people keep mentioning?
It's
Is that some kind of spice?"
have you guys seen the episode of South Park where they play World of Warcraft?
I have many times.
And the guy who like gets to like level 1,000,000 by killing villagers or something, and it's just like he's impossible to murder, despite the fact that he's literally wearing like a loincloth.
That's pretty much Ragnar, because my AC is 20 and I don't have any armor.
Yeah.
Gee,
God.
Yeah, my AC is
not.
my AC is 19, and I have a non-concentration spell to make it 21.
Not bad. It's not
So-
bad. All right then.
is
If I used a
Yeah.
shield, I could have
Ed's is
23 AC.
12 or something.
13.
13. I mean, it could technically be worse.
He's got 13 AC.
Yeah.
Wow.
In fact, I
He
might.
is made of paper clips and
This
wishes.
suit is not very sturdy.
Yeah, in fact, it's dry clean only, so,
I might get a shield
It's all the
actually, because
starch. If it wasn't for the starch, I'd be made out of tissue paper.
all my dope weapons are two-handed, except my Kraken's Reach, which is not bad damage for a one-handed weapon. Like
Mhm.
2d4 plus. What is it? 2d4 plus. Why can't I see that?
2d4 plus your strength plus 1.
Yeah, which is 2d4 plus 6 is not bad damage for a one-handed weapon with reach. And if we're in that kind of situation where I'm take a risk of taking damage, 23 AC would be nice. So next time we're in somewhere built up, I will purchase a shield.
All right, as you guys are take a bit of a rest, roast some marshmallows on the weird sizzling fire that occasionally pops with a little bit of hissing and green flames, and you're pretty certain you saw a snake desperately trying to escape, but then melting. So
Melted.
it's pretty hot in there now. In reality, you are not as close as your tokens are. I'll say that.
I can assume.
Yeah. Exactly. You stand around, sing Kumbaya, all the usual things that you would do. Sir Leopold then kind of stands back up again and wanders over in front of you and says, "All right, my friends, there is still one place we need to check, and I suspect this will be where the rest of them are. I don't understand how snakes could be doing this, but perhaps if there are enough of them,
Magic
we
snakes.
should. Or magic snakes. Maybe you're right there, my small friend." All right, well, the last place is the windmill, and he points just up the hill from where you guys are, and you can quite clearly see there's a windmill. Now it's on a road and a pathway there, but there is a field, so you could kind of flank up there if you want. You can kind of try and sneak up there, or you can just head down the road.
I would like to sneak up there.
You would like to sneak up there. All right. I mean, are you going to sneak up there separately, or is the whole party going to sneak? What are we feeling?
That is the party's decision. If they would like to join me on the sneaky sneak,
I feel
will
like
not
I would
enforce it.
hold court back.
I will not be doing that.
I will try.
Ooh.
Well, we've got to try.
Yeah.
Okay, if people want to go as an
No,
advance
no,
party
no,
to
we don't.
scout out, or
Ooh.
Oof.
Can I? May I quickly
Mm.
use my Cybolstead Knack?
What is that then? Oh right, yeah. So you can roll a dice to add it on if you want.
Oh yeah, I'll use
That is
You got a nat 1 and you rolled a 15. Wait, what level do rogues get reliable talent?
Level 11 or something, I think.
Shit, never mind.
Yeah, it's
I think
higher
that's
level.
late.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right. So Salem with your. So you got 18, and Dan got 14, and Ragnar got 22. right?
Sounds about right.
Okay. You will also be joined if you're going on a sneaky exploration. You will be joined by Elizabeth.
Who the fuck is Elizabeth?
The
The
lady
bitch
who's been
who's
following you
with,
around.
Arthur.
Ah, okay.
Who's
That's not his
Arthur?
name.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Wrong name.
Oh,
Leopold.
sorry.
Leopold.
Oh wow,
Yes.
she rolled very well actually. So she will
Leopold.
also be sneaking
Yes.
up. So let me get the sneaky tokens. And I guess the rest of you, are you just hanging around while
I
this
was
happens?
gonna
I suppose.
take a stroll with my buddy Leo.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
go with the conspicuous party.
I reckon I wonder sort of having a short discussion with him as to how imposing can we look if we walk shoulder to shoulder down the road.
I don't think
Oh,
we
dear.
can walk shoulder to shoulder, can we? I think the height difference is too much.
The height
Well, not
difference
you.
between you guys is pretty severe.
What, me and Leo?
Well, no, as in like if you include the frog boy.
Oh no, I
Yes.
just meant the two of us, not like
There's
the two tall guys in plate armor,
and
not the
Nugget.
frog.
Alright, the frog's
Dear.
going to kick your shins as you're walking down the road.
I'm literally wearing plate armor. Good luck with
Doesn't
that.
matter. It doesn't matter what you're wearing, you're still kicking them.
Okay, feel free.
Right, okay.
can
My
we
understanding
even-
is we're
we
having a
see the frog
sneaking
above the
party sneaking up. And
Mhm.
you guys are going to walk down the road at the same time? So kind of a flanking thing, or?
I think there's a distraction, I guess, as much as anything. We're the obvious play. They're not going to be aware there's anyone else with us.
I was
Yeah.
more thinking for like an advanced thing, but I think as long as it's give us like a little bit of a head start,
Yeah,
might be
they
an
can go
idea.
ahead. It's fine.
Yeah, you guys will be in position. We would.
Because we'll also probably inevitably going slower. So
Okay, that's fair enough. Right. So do you want to be arriving at the same time, or do you want the sneaky boys to get the head start?
I'll let them get there first.
No, I'm in the
Okay,
middle.
alright. Well, what we're going to
I-
do...
I'm also gonna.
Yeah.
I want to cast Shield of Faith, but I'm gonna hold off until we're on site.
Until
as it
you're
were.
getting
Sort of.
close. Okay,
Yeah,
fair
but
enough.
I don't want to cast it and then have 5 of my 10 minutes lost just walking down the road, basically.
Running is a sign of the poor. So
Running is a sign of the poor. Alright, excellent. I'm glad somebody agrees.
Unless you're a
All
bar
right,
running away from Dan's character.
Well, then that's fair. Yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do is move you on to the next map, but the conspicuous boys, you are not yet on the map. This is for let the sneaky boys try and get into position, but you can see where you're going to be arriving from. So
Cool.
as we move over.
I was going to do something very evil looking right in front of Leopold, but I'll hold on.
You can do something very evil looking if you'd like.
No. Yeah, it would
No?
be really hard to explain.
Are you going to do your form of dread?
No, I was
Oh.
well. That's why I didn't do that last fight. No, I was going to summon an undead. So
That might take some convincing.
yeah,
You do have the
This
persuasion
is
rolls.
my
for
cousin Uther.
it.
He has the polio.
Don't mind him. He's very sick.
He has leprosy.
Ed,
All right. So
what
you
range can
sneaky
you summon him at?
Pretty. Not super far away.
Do you have to be able to see where you're summoning him?
I would be able. I'm pretty certain I'd have to be able to. Where
Yeah,
it
I was gonna say you could summon him like somewhere
90
somewhere in the mill to convince Leopold that the undead are coming
Yeah,
from.
I've always got that in my back pocket if I need that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
You
that's-
sneaky
do that.
boys, by the way, if you can roll me perception checks to see what you can see. You can obviously see there are two peasants who are stood outside of the mill, who appear to be crudely on guard. Ragnar, you notice. Oh shit! It's a four-leaf clover. Oh wow. Wait, no, that's 3. That's 3. Yeah.
Zero
there's loads of
perception.
them. No, wait, never mind. You
I'm
are completely
blind. Oh
distracted.
no, I just closed my eyes.
Exactly.
Dear.
Salem, you aren't really able to make much out apart from the two that appear to be stood on guard. Court, you're able to notice that the door right behind them is a little bit ajar,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks like there's maybe a bit of a breeze coming. You can't really see where that's coming from. Yeah, looks like the door's moving ever so slightly. Andy, you're not yet on the map. I talked about this.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
I have something I'd like to do though when that time comes.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Well, I suppose we need to find out what your plan is. Sneaky Boy's just planning on rushing in, or do you want the slower, less sneaky boys to approach? Like, what's the play here? What are you
I
going
think
for here?
My plan is
do
to get
form.
to the edge of this field, by the way.
Yep.
before
Okay.
Anything, just
Lay in the furrows.
They are currently in the furrows. Yes. And Tom is apparently distracted by shiny objects and a carrot. There he is. Right. Okay, I'll say any closer, like coming out of the furrows, that's the point where you're gonna get spotted.
Yeah.
But generally, all you can see at the moment is just those two peasants stood outside. One of them looks to be kind of vaguely holding a pitchfork in a way that almost looks like they're, like a spear, but also their hand appears to not actually be holding it properly. It's just kind of leaning on their wrist.
For lynching.
Can I sense any magic?
Ooh.
60 feet of me.
Within 60 feet of you. Oh, right. Okay. Before we get on to Salem's thing, so you sense a spell, you learn what school of magic it belongs to. So let me just double check something.
Salem, for reference, if you do that, like he will be aware of your presence and
Yeah,
Like
that
that
is an
level of
attack,
combat.
to be clear.
Do your thing first, then we'll discuss my thing.
Okay, Ragnar, you can detect the presence of a word that you almost certainly can't actually pronounce, which
on.
is transmutation magic.
Ooh.
Would I
And you
recognize
can-
it as like changey magic?
Yeah.
Which is,
Okay.
I
Yeah. We'll
think about
say
this
we'll say
reasons I
changey
use
magic
his
for
intelligence.
Ragnar's intelligence score. You recognise the magic that makes things into things they ain't.
Uh-oh.
I relay that
I didn't-
to.
I didn't realise Ragnir was an orc.
No, he's just an idiot.
Hmm.
Right, and
An
Tom,
idiot who can
what's
speak 3
your
languages.
plan with vicious mockery then? And
Well,
Thormater,
it was kind of a
right.
mixture between the both.
What is it you're
Um,
looking to do?
I want one guy. I want to throw Salem's voice, so that guy insults that guy.
Right, you want to make it sound like one of them is insulting the other. Let's see. With Thaumaturgy, can you?
I can.
Your voice
create
booms
instant-
up to 3 times as loud.
You create an
Uh,
instantaneous sound that originates from a point of your choice within range.
Yeah, that's more for like a crash or something.
You can. It says you can do an ominous whisper. You could whisper
Can you
like.
do an ominous whisper?
Yeah, it says ominous
Yeah,
whisper.
yeah.
You could whisper like,
Whatever
"You're a
raise
dick."
that.
Fuck you, you
Okay.
prick.
Yeah, all right, but I would ask for you to do it in Salem's voice.
That's gonna be a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Your
Yeah, it
mother-
is. Yeah. Part of the point here. It's more fun than making you roll like a check for it. It's just try and make Tom do it.
Your mom sucks cock in hell.
Roll me a deception check.
Hmm.
Oh wow!
Oh shit!
Fair
That is a
enough.
sneaky. That is a sneaky fucking cat.
All right, Salem with a flick of the tail, a bat of the whiskers, and just the right kind of weird eldritch psychic power. You manage to pass off a whisper from one of them that makes it sound like he's whispering and insulting the other one and calling him, saying that his mum sucks cock or something like that.
Yeah.
Sucks cock in hell specifically.
Sucks cock in hell. That's it, right? And with that, you watch as the one of the other peasants turns around and looks at the other one with this look of utter bewilderment on his face, and you just hear, "We have the same mum." That's so weird. What? And it devolves into a rather rapid argument between the two of them because both of them are confused as to what is going on. They completely. One of them does now completely believe the other one has just said that their own mother sucks cock in hell, and they're now just rapidly devolved into confused mutterings between each other.
Interesting.
I'm not certain what you were going for beyond insulting there, but as Sam is casting Shield of Faith, I'll say at this point this is where the less conspicuous boys are going to turn up.
Yep.
So Andy, you wanted to do something?
Does this well have a bucket on the edge of it?
It does. Yep.
Is it attached to a bit of rope?
Yeah, with a crank.
I'll walk
and-
up, cut
Mm.
the bucket from the rope, and just push the bucket in the well, please.
Yes.
That is all.
I feel like I'm going to regret this at some point, but why? Just to be a dick?
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah. I just want
All
to
of
push
a
the
nugget.
bucket in the well so that when
Next
they
time
want to get water.
I really thought this was like building to some like no, I'm gonna take the rope and then you and all this. No, you're just being a dick.
Yeah, I just want to push their bucket in the well so that they haven't got a bucket to get
Fuck
water.
your bucket.
Bucket
Okay,
should sound like
immediately,
a bucket
and your
or something.
bucket.
Actually, no, don't do that.
Immediately upon arrival, Nugget promptly cuts the bucket off the rope and chucks it into the well with a splash. Fortunately, the two peasants appear to be having a bit of an argument with each other, so nobody notices you just yet. And
Oh,
you're
can
able
I
to
shout?
approach and get a bit
Can
closer.
I shout? Oh, just throwing your bucket down the fucking well.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Just in case
Yeah,
they
you
didn't notice.
certainly can if you want, which immediately kind of breaks up the argument between these two, who then kind of step forward with their pitchfork and spade, and kind of turn and go, whoa, who goes there?
Whilst this is going on, can I try and creep behind them?
Yeah, go for it. If you make me a stealth check with advantage for advancing on them at this point. Yep, okay, you're good. The two are stepping forward. They're kind of brandishing their clearly farm equipment at you, almost like a weapon, but it's not a very convincing display, as they're desperately kind of trying to be like, "All right, who goes there? What do you want? Show yourself."
Can I try and slip
I'm
through the door?
I'm literally surrounded by a shimmering field of light. Like I'm not hard to see.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Dan. We'll go with you slipping through the door in just a moment.
Yeah, that's fine, no rush.
Yep. All right. The two peasants are gonna kind of back away a little bit. They're clearly a little bit intimidated by what's going on. And one of them goes, "Oh, you're not meant to be here." Roll intimidation, certainly. Yes.
Yeah.
With-
Boy. Oh, that was shitty.
Well, okay. I mean, it's you got some natural intimidation. It's not your most pressing display because you are shining gold, stood here with a holy man. This is playing against your strengths, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, that's not my strong suit. Wait, why does Nugget have a mic? Oh, I think he has charisma based, of course he does.
Nugget is very uncharismatic.
I have to say there was a thing I saw on Reddit a while ago about a guy who allowed barbarians to roll intimidation using strength.
It is
pretty
part of the rules.
That's part of the
Yeah.
rules. Yeah, you can do that
Pretty
if you
dope.
want. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Which-
think that's
yeah.
the most common example. But technically, I think you're allowed to do that, under the DM's discretion for any skill.
Mm.
I think so. Yeah. We just don't use it that much, but I'm happy for
Yeah.
you guys to use
think most-
strength for intimidation. Yeah.
How do I do that?
Oh fuck! I don't want to help him with that on his sheet.
We'll
We'll do that
I'll
later.
try and figure out because I need to do the same thing.
Thanks, Richard. With that, Sir Leopold is going to kind of step in front and kind of put himself between you and the peasants and say, "Hold, friends. I mean you no harm. We are simply investigating the source of the sickness, and I'm just hoping to help. And if you can help me, I can certainly help you." And the two peasants again, they're desperately trying to kind of back away, and they're sort of backing towards the barn. Dan, this is where you're able to slip in
Perfect.
to the inside of the barn, and if the moment you arrive, you kind of realize, oh, it's quite empty. There's nothing in here. There's
No.
supposed to be kind of the apparatus for the windmill for grinding wheat and whatever, and there's nothing at all. Roll me a perception check or an insight check, I suppose. Either one works.
We'll go with perception. They're
Mhm.
the same thing. If I tell you what I think might be in here, will
Yeah.
I gain any kind of benefit for it if I get it
Oh,
right?
I will give you inspiration if you've got it right. Go on.
eggs of some description, specifically like snake-like eggs?
No, that would be way too easy.
Okay. Well, 12
Uh,
perception.
Okay, but 12 perception
Tom,
is still
can
enough.
I hold an action to crack my whip at my Kraken's reach at the door if they try to reach for the handle? Go in.
Yeah, okay. You can hold an action to try and if they go for the door to make an attack at them. Dan, what you're able to notice is that hang on, this is the reason the whole floor is clear, but there's a couple of ropes and pulleys and stuff set up. This isn't actually a floor. This is a lift,
Oh.
and the slight breeze that you've been feeling has been coming from deep down below.
Can I see? Is it dark down there, or is there like obvious lights down there?
You can't see anything. I mean, how far can you see in the dark?
Let me check what my dark vision is.
Mhm.
Dim light within 60 feet is if you're in a bright light.
Yep.
It's only 60 feet.
Okay, so you're able to kind of have a bit of a peer down. You know, there's a gap between the boards that you can kind of see. You can see a fair way down the tunnel, but it still just vanishes into darkness. This goes very deep.
I'm gonna
Mhm.
step back out of the barn and hopefully
Okay. Yep.
be like in a position behind them, ready where if combat engages, that I'm ready to attack.
Okay. Yep. The two peasants are quite clearly very intimidated. They're clearly not. You know, they're not the best guards. They are just peasants still.
Yeah.
But they're desperately trying to hold their ground and kind of holding their pitchfork and spade in a kind of in a hostile way, as if they're trying to look a bit intimidating. And Sir Leopold is desperately trying to calm them down a bit and just ask them a few questions. Ask them what's going on here. Have they seen anything suspicious? Have they seen any snakes? The two peasants are getting very, very nervous. Yes, Sam.
Can I confront them and basically give them an option of fight or fuck off?
Certainly. So what, you're trying to kind of convince them that they either fight you or they run away?
Yeah, either they're gonna fight us to try and stop us going in the shed, or they're gonna
Just while
fucking
this is
leave.
going on, I have another thing I would like to do to this peasant. Go on.
Is it kicking in the sheds?
Right. Okay. As Call starts to just make demands, kind of speak now or fuck off, or we're going in the barn. Nugget, what is it you'd like to do?
Can I grab the prongs of this guy's pitchfork and just try and bend the prongs out?
Oh, that's a strong move.
That is a strong play. Can you roll me a strength check, please?
Strong boy.
Yeah.
With
Okay.
advantage because they're incredibly intimidated.
They are rather intimidated, although Call's intimidation roll wasn't that great.
I'm
But
not really
you are
personally.
able to you grab hold of the pitchfork prongs as he's holding them, and you give it a good and they're definitely wider apart than they were before now. You haven't bent them back around or anything crazy.
Okay.
You've definitely you haven't helped this tool, and certainly it's also not the finest of steel or something like that. It's an old rusty pitchfork. Both of the peasants are desperately now trying to get some distance between you and them, and one of them is going to indeed run for the door. So, Sam, if you can
Cracky whip.
make an attack roll. Okay. Now, are you trying to hurt the guy? You trying to kill him? You trying to just scare him off? What's your
I want to
intention?
cover his hand as he went for the door, essentially, don't touch that.
Oh, hit it, yeah. So he reaches for it. You hit his hand, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's fine. He reaches for the door, and your whip cracks off, lashes him on the hand, and slices his hand open. There's quite a lot of blood coming, and he starts screaming and staggering backwards. His friend goes over desperately to try and help him, and you can hear them kind of pleading, like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! We're just people. We're just doing our job. Our job is to stay here and guard. We don't know anything that's going on. Let's get out of here, man." and they're both going to make an absolute
Do
run
we,
for
do we
it.
hear in that interaction? Do we hear what either of their names are?
Sure. You hear their names are Theodore and Wilhelm.
Does Wilhelm scream as he runs away?
Yeah.
Wilhelm is currently screaming. Yes.
Can I pick a couple of small stones up and just throw them at them as they run away?
I see no reason that I could possibly stop you.
It's when Andy
yeah,
kills
as they
PCs.
run away, Nugget starts throwing rocks at them, and Sir Leopold kind of turns towards the rest of the group and says, "I'm pleased we were able to resolve that without the need for murder. They were
You couldn't say
clearly
because we definitely
you couldn't say bloodshed because there was a decent amount of bloodshed. You know, kind of in your experience with excessive violence, that was what you would call quite a lot of blood for one guy." But he kind of turns back towards you and says they were keen to avoid anybody getting into this barn, to the point where, two simple men would try and stop a full party of men in armor.
Yeah. Stand
What
up to
are
a
they
group of
protecting?
heroes.
Exactly.
You said that there are actually none of our party involved men in armor.
He's a man in armor, though.
Okay, I mean, no, our party, we don't have a single
of
man in
course,
armor.
yeah.
We have one person who's almost a man, but he's dead and he's not wearing armor.
Hey, legally at one point he was a man, okay?
Yeah.
Now he is considered, other, but whatever.
For tax reasons, I am not considered a man.
Oh, all right. Well,
I'll
yeah,
open
go
the
on,
door
Alex.
and reveal the lift at this point.
Corpses
This is what
Pay
this is what they were
dramatically
protecting.
less tax.
Okay, as Court opens it up and reveals the lift to everybody, I'm just going to be right back a moment because Eleanor's just gone back from work.
Nice. And it is true.
But-
Corpses do pay less tax. Can confirm.
I mean, yes, that is true. And you guys can consider your next move, I suppose.
Realized I might be able to get away with summoning if I summon a ghost and pretend he's some kind of divine spirit. I call.
Oh.
Hmm?
I just accidentally pulled my lead out and
Silly boy.
It wasn't obvious. You only turned into a bit of a robot.
bit of a robot.
Why did you do something silly like that?
Bit of a robot. Oh, what are we gonna do, eh?
What
What
gonna do?
Burn the windmill
are
down,
we
I
gonna
reckon.
do? Oh, animal bars. I like animal bars.
Animals.
No, animal bar. You can get 60 animal bars for £19.
I don't know what an animal bar is. I'm just gonna put that out there.
You don't know what an animal bar is?
That's what I said.
I don't know what an animal bar is.
The fuck? You guys are idiots.
I don't think you know what an animal bar is.
I don't know what an animal bar is.
You guys are full on morons.
Technically, a pepperoni is an
I-
animal bar, right?
This-
Yeah.
Look,
I've
literally
never
never seen this
heard
in
of
my
them
life.
before.
oh, they're so good.
I don't think they are.
I don't think I've ever seen them before.
That's
There's only
so
6
good.
left in stock, Andy.
Huh?
There's only 6 left in stock.
I could get them tomorrow. It's mad.
Do it.
How much is it?
I would if I had more faith in myself not to just eat them all.
I don't see the problem.
What else are you going to do with them?
Well,
Plant them?
I meant eat them in like
A day.
in a steady,
Hmm.
kind of intake as opposed to just eat them all really quickly and get heartburn.
Fucking hell. From Tesco's, they're 25p each.
You can't get them in Tesco.
Tesco's.com.
Thank you, Tom.
For clarification of where.
What is happening?
Look at this fucking thing. 25p from Tesco's.
You find me one of those in Tesco's and
Look
I'll pay you £1.
look on the link.
Shall I add one and get it delivered to me?
Yeah.
How many do you need to get free delivery?
If you get
I think
100,
it's
it's
a
only.
40 quid minimum spend.
Oh, I won't let you
Oh,
add any more
boy.
than 10.
Really?
Me.
10 what?
Tom, are you aware of these
Mm.
chocolate bars?
Oh,
as a
no.
concept?
I'm familiar with the concept of chocolate bars, but I must admit I've never
no,
cared
no,
about
no,
animal
no.
bars.
No, it's okay. You can add 99. Don't worry.
Thank God,
Incidentally,
Tom.
you're being scammed because they're selling that for 20 quid and that should only cost 15.
Yeah.
But
What's so special? What have I missed? What's so special about these?
You
Andy
could
just
get
said animal bars and then no one knew what they were.
you
Oh,
can get
right, okay.
99 for 25 quid.
Hmm.
they're so good.
Excuse
So
me.
good.
Why don't you order 99
plates.
of these bars and then just pull out all the cupboards just to fill it with those bars?
When Mum goes to look for the Dolmio.
Go to utility results and build your desk out of them,
Oh yeah.
like a wall of them. So people come into your office and they have to stand up to talk to you, so they can see over the wall of animal bars.
Isolate myself in the corner.
Oh dear. Right, are we all here?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
I think. Sam?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sam is here. Okay, good. All right then. So, Court throws open the doorway to the barn and shows you the elevator. Now you can see it is a. It's not a large elevator. You know, it's to be fair, it is kind of a large elevator. It's probably like 40 feet across. Like, it's a good size thing. It's designed for large amounts of deliveries. And you can kind of see with the pulley system, like there's something going on here. This is clearly designed so they can move large quantities of things up and down. All of you, even with your various degrees of dark vision, you cannot see the bottom of the shaft. Nope.
Can
That was
I
Dan sneezing. Yes, Tom.
light a fire at the bottom?
How far away can you light a fire?
It sounds like probably not far enough.
I don't know. If you tell me you can light a fire like 5 kilometers away, then
So it's
first
5
of all, how
kilometers
have you
deep.
not used this before? I don't know. Might be, might not be.
Create bonfire 60 feet.
Oh yeah, no, it's deeper than 60 feet. You can try and create one if you want, but yeah.
Can I light a torch?
Light something and throw a torch down there, yeah.
I was gonna say, can I light a torch
Yeah.
and throw it down?
Yeah, okay. There's a big enough. There's one of the boards is a little bit short. There's a space where you can kind of drop a flaming torch down, and as you kind of watch as it falls and falls and falls, can you all roll me a perception check, please?
No.
No.
Also, no.
Oh, Salem, very nice. All right then. So
It's because she's got more eyes. They've got more eyes, even.
they have many eyes.
Cat's
Yeah.
eyes.
Handy.
They are cat's eyes as well. That is helpful. Oh, and Gene as well. All right. Anybody else rolling? Just Andy left if he's
Being
going to
honest,
roll.
I don't think Gene has dark vision.
Charger for my phone.
All right. Well, Andy's while Nugget is off getting a charger for his baseball bat.
There we go.
There it is. All right. Very good. So looking down,
God.
Gene and Salem, that you notice while everybody else is following the torch as it falls, you kind of look at the edge of the tunnel as it's falling down, and you notice that at a certain point it goes from kind of rough-hewn stone to there's movement. That's something moving on the outside of the tunnel.
Is it snakes?
That's something slithering.
It's snakes coming from a deep pit.
Why did it have to be snakes?
Solid reference.
Thank you.
Exactly.
I was waiting for it, and it was a good one.
However, the
TV
torch
TV 2 weeks ago.
the torch disappears. So you can get a gauge that this is pretty deep, but beyond that, it's not entirely clear.
Hey Dan, where are you going? Through that wall. All right, should we take a lift?
Yeah. Is there a way to operate the lift whilst you're on the lift?
There appears to be a crank with a lever that looks like it could be a reverse and a start kind of thing. So yeah, there is some element of control.
Okay.
All right, everybody on the lift.
Yeah.
Fucking go, boy.
Yeah. I suppose climbing onto the lift.
All right, sorry, hang on. I'm
All
just
aboard the
fiddling
lift.
with this. There we go.
Oh, we're on the lift. Oh, here we go.
All right, as you coordinate yourself on the
Here
lift,
we
so
go.
on the northern part is the crank, southern part is a chain. You can kind of see dotted around. Here's a decorative minecart with coal. That's an ornament.
That's
don't
a
worry
fire
about that.
hazard.
Tom, you're a fire hazard. It's actually, given the amount you keep saying I'm going to light a bonfire, that's probably true. All right then. So, yeah, excellent. All right, so you're gonna start the crank and start heading down. All right, as the elevator makes a horrible crunching noise, but does start slowly chugging its way down. It's not a very even ride down.
Is there a way to make it quieter? Anything we can do to make it quieter?
Not really. It's kind of the loud sound of the chain running against the gears that kind of is. It's pretty loud.
Yes.
There's not really much you could do to make it quiet. Actually, Ragnar, what type of dwarf are you?
Mountain.
Mountain. Does that mean you get like stone carving or something, don't you?
Stone
stone
cutting. So
cutting.
I get advantage on intelligence, where I'm considering the history of stone. I'm good with mason's tools, but
Well, if you make me a history roll with advantage, then.
Okay. Where's history? I don't normally have to roll it.
It's
Oh,
an
that's
intelligence
close,
skill.
right,
So,
don't worry about it.
Ragnar, this is a tunnel made of
Oh,
rock.
I get to add double my proficiency, so they should be 9s. So
There should be 9s.
massively
Okay.
better.
Yeah, I mean, with a 9, this is rock that goes deep down.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's quite
Would
smooth.
relish in telling the
It's
party
clearly
that this is a stone tunnel.
this is a stone tunnel. Yeah, somebody's probably smoothed out this tunnel a bit. I guess. I don't really know.
Looks intentional because that's why there's a lift.
It does look quite intentional. Yes, you are quite right there, Ragnar. Well done. Well, the lift is not naturally occurring. Good, I suppose. All right then. So as you start to kind of grind and crunch your way down, you do start to hear something just in the background.
Is
Mm?
now a good time to get
You say
everyone
like
to...
a fucking bonfire.
No. A reasonable suggestion, Sam. Is now a good time to get everyone to disguise themselves as snakes?
What, by putting snake hats on and saying, I'm a snake?
Yeah.
What abilities do you guys have to disguise yourselves and each other's?
I could do that. I don't know about a snake, but yeah.
Well, remember, there was the snake lady. There are still people amongst them. Those 2 peasants were part of it.
I'm a minotaur. I am
You are
never
a
passing
minotaur.
for a snake.
You could pass as some kind of large man with 2 snakes coming off of his head.
I can make...
If anybody
bold
suggests that,
introducer.
Cole's gonna look at them and narrow his eyes and go,
All right, Tom. I was going to say,
I-
did you have a plan here? Or did you just want people to?
I have no abilities
Hold
to
on, snake
disguise
hats.
myself apart from gaslighting that I'm a snake.
So your strategy here was, I'm going to suggest something that I can't do, and then gaslight people to say, why didn't we do this?
No!
Or
Say
no,
them
no,
to-
no,
he's gonna,
enemies
if someone
into you
says
being a
you're not a
snake.
snake, he's gonna say yes I am.
Yeah. And then roll a deception check.
Do you mean he's going to say yes?
Yeah.
Oh
Thanks,
God.
thanks, I hate it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's
Tom,
snakes.
is the lift on like a crank? Are we cranking ourselves down?
So it's got some kind of
Winch thing.
what's it called? Where it's like a ratcheting thing. So it is slowly lowering itself down. You would have to crank it to go back up. You've taken off a lock, so it's slowly going down.
Okay.
I don't know what they're called in Gears, but I know they exist.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dom, as we're going down,
Yep.
Gene would like to pretend like he's doing some kind of religious ritual
Mhm.
conspicuously, so Leopold notices. entreating some very virtuous god that
Yeah.
you would know about.
Who he doesn't actually know because he doesn't know any gods because he's a heathen.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
then he's going to summon Stephen.
Okay. If you can roll me religion
As a
and
ghost.
deception
As like a spirit.
as a ghost.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If you roll me religion and deception.
Religion. Okay.
Yeah. The religion is because you're trying to make it
Okay.
sound like you're entreating
Yeah,
a
yeah, no,
god.
fair. I feel like I'm going to. I wish
I don't know what your religion roll is, but it's any excuse
It's
to
a
use
flat
that
0.
skill.
But
Okay.
I do have, and I'm gonna use knowledge from a past life and chuck in a d6 for that case.
Okay. Yep.
Wow.
Oh wow. All right.
22.
Yeah. 22
Yeah,
with religion
22.
and roll me deception as well, I suppose.
Should have said the D6 for perception.
So that's 20.
Yeah. That's. I was going to say he's got reliable talent for deception.
Ah,
So he's all right actually. All right then. So, Gene, you think back to when you briefly fell asleep in a seminary once when you were trying to on the run from the law, and suddenly a religious ritual kind of comes to you. You're able to play off on this and summon in Stephen, the unpaid intern. There he is. Actually, you might need to check if you can use that token. You might need to drag him in yourself. Either way.
Oh yeah, I got him.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so you summon in Stephen, but you make sure that he, looks kind of ghostly and almost holy, and kind of as you're once it completes and Stephen appears before you, you notice that Leopold has come over and kind of claps his hand on your shoulder and says, "I always knew you were a godly man, Gene. So it's good to see, and
Yay, verily.
these sacred spirits will keep us safe, won't they?" And he closes his fist, and a faint golden hue appears around him as well. Where is it? There it is. Boom. All right then. So the lift is still steadily moving down, but you can start to hear kind of just on the edge of your hearing this strange noise. Something is a little bit off. Just occasionally, it's almost. Yeah, was that a snake hissing? No, that didn't quite sound right. No, I don't know what that could have been. And as you're kind of traveling down, you're starting to get to the point now where kind of where you've come from has become quite small. You're probably a good few hundred feet down now, and the lift hasn't shown any sign of stopping. And suddenly there's this horrifying cracking noise from above you. And out of the sides of the tunnel falls down several large snakes. And if we can all
oh, lovely.
roll initiative, yes.
Oh.
Fucking finally. I've been waiting for that literally since the campaign started.
About time.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, now I have to get. Where are they?
I say that. I've had quite a lot of that 20 to be fair.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
And never on initiative. I normally
No.
get shitty initiative.
There's Elizabeth, and where is Sir Leopold? Where the fuck is he? Why do I keep moving these guys? Splendid. All right, is that everybody rolled? I believe so. Excellent.
Well, I got a nat 20. I'm still not going to be first.
Really not?
Well, you and Andy both got 20 as well, and you had a buff, so you probably go before me.
Oh, I was curious how the tiebreaker works.
It goes off of what your flat dexterity stat is the tiebreaker. So, Court, it is your turn. 3 snakes have just slammed down into the lift from above and are hissing at you.
I would like to take one step to. Actually, no, I'm going to step across to here, I think.
Okay, yep.
Do I gain flanking from
Stephen, the unpaid intern? Yes, you do, I believe.
She's that I will stab him with a psychic blade.
All right. As I get the right stat block up. All right, you swing about and stab into him with your psychic blade. That does hit. with a 22, so that is 19 points of damage. All right then.
Excellent.
Anything else for you?
Just please, as a bonus action. Watch out.
Yeah. Wacha. Oh, excellent. All right, you swing about and do another psychic blade into the back of the snake, and this snake is dead.
Perfect.
Take
well
that,
done.
snakes.
And then I would like to take an additional steps back to my original position.
Okay, I was going to say, if you take a step backwards, you're falling off the lift, but okay,
Yeah,
that's
no.
fine.
I was going to say, is it feasible to fall off the edge? Is the gap big enough around the edge?
The gap's big enough, yeah, you
Of
can
course,
fall
small
down
enough,
there.
definitely.
Yeah,
I'm worried
yeah,
the core might
like-
fall between the cracks in the floorboards.
Yeah, like, Call, you could have a good chance your fucking horns would catch you, but, like, most of the rest of you, yeah, you could very easily fall through that gap.
Is
So,
is the lift moving while this is occurring?
It's
the lift
good,
is still
it
moving, yes.
Okay, cool.
Alright, Nugget, your turn.
I'm going to try something a bit left field.
Oh no.
How big are these snakes?
They're giant snakes. Yeah, I know for a snake, but they are probably about the same size as like maybe the same size as a normal human when they're all kind of like
Okay.
stood up.
Can I try and throw? Can I try and grab this snake and grapple it and throw it into the gearing?
Oh, okay. That'll be a contested strength check. If you want to rage, you'll get advantage on that.
I will rage.
I thought so somehow.
Give me the roll strength, yeah.
Yeah,
never had
roll
grapple
a
there,
strength
have we?
check, please. We do not do a lot of grappling. With a 17, you have just managed it, and you are now currently grappling the snake. So you want to try and throw it into
I wanna-
the gearing.
I want to smash it into these cogs that I assume.
Mm.
Before I proceed with this, I assume
Yeah, yeah.
these are like open cogs, and
Oh, these are
and
open
turning-
and completely unsafe. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
All right then. So if you can make me an attack roll, I just need the hit chance. The damage is not what's
Out of
being looked
interest.
at here.
Is this from Andy's perspective, without Dom's input?
Mm.
Are you expecting the gears to stop and jam on the snake, or are you expecting them to munch entirely through the snake and kill it?
I'm expecting the snake to be munched up in that cog.
I'm just wondering.
It's not, I'm not
I've
trying
no
to
idea.
kill it.
No, I just wondered.
What do you want me to roll, Dom? Do you want me to roll my roll?
Yeah, just make an attack with your maul. I'm just interested in the attack. Oh, unfortunately, so yeah, you're able to grapple the snake and you go to slam it into the gearing. The snake is able to kind of just wrap itself just enough. You are now currently, I'm going to move you to better represent this. You are essentially holding the snake's head right next to the gearing, but it's just keeping you away.
Does that apply based on the rage?
So one of your attack was grappling it, the second one was trying to push it into
okay.
the gearing. Yeah.
Alright, fair enough.
And you are raging, so that's your bonus action. I don't think you have anything else, but just
Alright,
to check.
well, I will call for I will call for assistance.
He's really subtle, isn't he? And he's learning a lot about subtlety. Yeah, okay. So I'll just put a fist on the snake to signify. So the snake is currently grappled into the gearing. Call, it is your turn.
So what I was going to do was thunderous smite the snake off here to the platform, but
Mhm.
it's no longer next to me because somebody moved it. So, I'll scrap that idea.
Just kick it into the gears.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking. What's gonna be the most effective? Honestly, I think I could try and like push it into the gears, grappling it. I'm probably better off like hitting it into the gears using a weapon. Is that a thing I can do, Dom? Can I do that?
Because Andy is kind of grappling it, you probably need to help him, because otherwise you are just hitting Andy. Or hitting Nugget, sorry.
If he's grappling an enemy, I can still hit that enemy, can't I?
You can still hit the enemy, I guess, yeah. Alright, yeah, if you want to just hit it, or if you want to push it into the gearing, it's,
So if I want to push it into the gearing, it's a strength check or athletics check. If I want to hit it, it's a hitting check, and I won't get the buff. Of
Yeah,
speed,
exactly, yeah.
All right, I've got 2 attacks. So I'll strength check it, like grapple first.
Okay, you've got advantage, because Andy's there as well, so give us a strength roll, and here's the snaky snakes. So that's a 17, and that is 1 higher than the snakes. So with Nugget's assistance, you're able to kind of grab the snake from the back. You're able to lift up the back of it so it completely loses all the leverage it was using, and together with Nuggets, you just feed the snake's head into the gearing. It makes a horrifying noise. As
alright,
bits of snake come flying out everywhere. Nugget, you are just covered in snake bits now.
Cool.
You were right in the firing line for as soon as the pressure got applied. It kind of turned into a large tube of toothpaste, shot out the end, loads of meat. Gross. That's an image I'm kind of annoying that I gave myself, really, to be honest with you. So that one's completely dead. That's fine. As I make a note on my
We are
spreadsheet.
trashing these snakes.
Right. Anything else for you, Cole?
Yeah, I've still got an attack, mate.
You do, yes. Now you've turned one into a large tube of toothpaste.
I'm gonna turn around, and I don't need to go any further than that because I have reach. So I'm gonna do a full executioner's swing
Yep.
with my halberd and beat on that bitch.
Okay, you bring about and slash down into the snake. You do hit with a 22. And that's 9 points of slashing damage. Excellent. Anything else for you, or is that your turn?
I still have a bonus action.
Mhm.
But I don't really think I need to use it for anything.
All right. Well, with that, we will move on.
Oh, actually,
to...
no.
Yeah.
All right. Collectively, everyone other than Dom, do we think this combat's going to last any longer than that snake? I'm suspicious.
I have a feeling there may be more.
Yeah, me too.
Walls as we go.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna divine favor.
Okay. So that is concentration. So
Yeah, I'll put a dot. Anyway.
Perfect. Excellent. All right then.
Behold the
so
power
that's
of the stonk.
You will behold the power of the stonk.
Buffed up to my fucking eyeballs.
Indeed. Oh, actually, we should make it so your aura is visible, shouldn't we?
Oh yeah, do that.
I
haven't turned it on.
It's 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
I can see it.
Yeah, I've said it, so everybody should be able to. All right then. So now it is the last
point. Does,
snake's turn. Yeah.
Leopold have an aura?
None that you can see.
Suspicious.
Right.
Leopold.
Okay.
I keep wanting to call him something else, but I'm trying desperately not to.
The snake is immediately going to bite at Ragnir. Ragnir, does a 21 hit?
Yes, it does.
Jesus, thank fuck. So you take 7 points of piercing damage, and if you can roll me a Constitution save, please.
Oh, he's gonna get were snake.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Somehow I doubt it.
Concept.
I love the idea of Ragnir turning into every type of were animal. Yeah, okay. Ragnir is not getting fucking anything from that. You
To be
take
fair,
7
Ragnir
points
was
of
very
piercing
nearly a
damage.
druid.
That's true, and 5 points of poison damage.
I've got resistance to poison, so.
Do you think
3.
Oh, well,
that's a great idea for a character?
2 points of poison damage.
Someone who's not actually a druid, but just pretends to be by being a were animal for various different creatures.
A schizophrenic lycanthrope.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And does a 20 hit as it goes to bite you again, Ragnir?
20 matches, so.
20 matches, so doesn't hit, right?
No, matches hits.
Matches hits. Oh, suck my
Yeah.
dick. Take 6 points of piercing damage and another con save, please.
Meets
You're gonna fail one of these days.
Matches hits is tough. Like, it always feels
Jesus
unfair
Christ,
when
those
it's
fucking
you're on the
concepts.
receiving end. He's a
Um,
barbarian. Like
yeah. So
like,
you
it's his bag.
you take 5 points of poison damage, reduced to what 2 or 2, isn't it? Yeah. So that's 8 points of damage dealt to you, and that is the snake's turn.
Snake.
Now it is Elizabeth's turn, and she's going to try and maneuver herself over here.
Has she actually achieved anything since joining the party at all?
She stabbed some things.
Right.
And she's
No one
going to
noticed, but she did.
She is a sneaky character. That's her whole thing. So she's going
I
to
see.
stab once. Well, she
We are
hit
not- we are
once,
not-
so
We're
we'll
not a
take that.
sneaky party, to be fair.
All right then. So she has stabbed the snake. The snake is looking very much worse for wear. Salem, it is your turn.
Gonna move over here.
Mm-hmm.
And cast an Eldritch Blast on this snake with.
Okay.
Hang on. That's the wrong one. My attack. Where the hell?
Oh, that's a nice picture, Andy.
And I push 10 feet.
Okay, yeah, alright then. So that does 10 points of force damage, and the snake goes flying backwards 5 feet, 10 feet.
And again.
So, and again, yep.
What the
Go for it.
Do we get attacks opportunity?
Do you get it from forced movement? I can't remember.
I don't
Don't
know why.
believe so.
I think so. If they
Right.
use their movement to leave,
Yeah, I think the key point
like
is if they
dissonant
use their
whispers,
movement.
then yes. But if they just
Yeah.
get like blown away, I don't think it does.
Was this ghost guy underneath the snake?
What ghost guy? What? Does anybody else see a ghost guy?
What's this?
There's a guy next to.
Do you mean this?
Oh, that's where Salem is. Oh, damn.
What?
What ghost guy are you talking about, Tom?
Under Stephen. You're. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What? Can somebody
There's-
send me a screenshot? I'm not
There's a
seeing shit.
ghost.
Hang on.
Stephen, the
There's a
unpaid
zombie.
intern, is in the same cell as.
Stephen the intern. I didn't realize
I was wondering
Ed-
where the hell Salem was. Oh, sorry, I'll move.
Yeah, me
back.
too.
Ed was also underneath the snake.
Oh, was I?
He wasn't
You
for
were.
me.
Tom,
No.
Tom
He
can
was.
see something different to the rest of us, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what?
Tom-
It's all of the
Yeah,
eyes
read-
he's got.
Tell me what
Okay.
reload was funny.
Okay.
What is
Sounds like
happening?
you're a
I'll
square out
reload.
of everyone else.
Hang on. I'll send a screenshot of what I see right now.
'Cause
Genuinely, I was just like, I swear I haven't put any other tokens on the board yet. Like, what? The ghost.
So is anybody else thinking further into Leopold's descent into insanity?
I think Elizabeth
In
needs
the-
to die.
If we play, no, we did that definitely, but also if we play along with this long enough that he becomes fond of us, we can. Oh, that's weird. Literally,
That ghost guy was just Ed.
Ed's one square different on Tom's screen to everyone
Yeah,
else.
that is kind of weird. Yeah.
That is
But no, I was going to say, do we think after we spend
Hmm.
enough time with him, we can we wait until we're in the presence of somebody else good, and forced to reveal when he realizes he's been spending all this time with the Evil League of Evil, and the realization that he's done all these terrible things with evil people will be enough to push him over the edge.
Or
This is
maybe
my-
he
my
realizes
cunning
we're
plan.
We're a bunch of swell pals.
Yeah, just sort of that reveal of you've been hanging out with a bunch of evil people and an undead man, and
I think the real
a psychotic box of cats.
I know. The real trick is to change his definition of evil.
I think
Yeah,
that's-
I mean
yeah.
that's the plan, but it's one of those. Yeah, if you want like a pull the fucking the straw that breaks the camel's back.
Hmm. When he's finally crossed the line and can't go back, that's when you reveal.
All right, Salem, you fire off a second Eldritch Blast. Unfortunately, it cracks off the wall just above the snake and does miss them. Anything else for you?
Do I get an advantage for being in the aura?
No,
That's-
it's
yeah.
literally just a.
Nah, if Sam's aura gave advantage, I'd have nerfed it long ago.
So would Wizards of the Coast.
Exactly.
Okay then.
All right, yeah. Okay, Ragnar, your turn. There is a snacky snack boy here. Everything else seems fine. It seems perfectly fine.
I would like to rage because I've been bitten by a snake.
Yeah, go for it.
We flip the
Let's see
dog.
what happens to you. You're still a dwarf.
But I do also whatever this is.
Oh, yeah, so each
Oh.
creature within 30 feet of you must succeed a wisdom saving throw, or you see a glimpse of the creature's thoughts, learning how it plans to attack, and as a result, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against you.
Oh, that's fine.
Can we have a brief interlude where everybody has to present their thoughts?
I like the idea. Everybody make a wisdom saving throw.
Bro, have you seen the end of that?
Attack the closest. No, that. I still need to fix that because that's got the extra stuff in yet. It's not meant to be in there.
Ooh,
Oh, okay.
Oh.
wise I just
What's the
remembered
save
that.
they have to make? It's 15. Okay,
Now,
so Leopold has failed.
No, hang on. This is where my area of thing
Oh,
is
shit,
useful.
yeah,
They'll get
mine was
everyone gets
22.
+4. If they're inside my aura, they get a +4.
Could have really used that +4.
So full nugget in G.
Damn me.
Get it.
Okay, so
And
Elizabeth
Leopold and
passes. So Leopold still fails. He got a nat 1. So yeah, that didn't go.
Jesus
as
Christ. To be fair, I did wonder how wise he was because we have been convincing him of these stupid things.
He's got an okay wisdom score, but he just rolled a nat 1. So. All right. Is that so? It's an insight into their thoughts. So I suppose your brief insight into the snake's thoughts are simply that it plans to bite you.
Makes sense.
Yeah. You know. Exactly. It's mostly hissing and bite, 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 bite. Your insight into Sir Leopold's thoughts are mostly about how he has to do whatever it takes, whatever it takes, whatever it takes. He keeps repeating that mantra in his own head.
Wow, what a nutcase.
What a crazy weirdo. Now, does anybody else wish to share the insight that Ragnar has gleaned into their personality?
Well, he failed on me, so no.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Yeah, I would have to reveal that Court is just thinking about how he can use this man to gain great power. I'm looking at Leopold.
Did anybody else fail? Salem passed because of being in the. Yeah, okay, yeah. I think it is just Sir Leopold and Court's thoughts and the snake who failed.
What about Stephen?
Stephen's thoughts. Does Stephen
sure,
get?
Yeah, Stephen
Yeah, sure.
will roll a wisdom. Oh
Mhm.
wow, his wisdom is only a flat roll. God damn.
I mean, to be fair, that's better than mine.
His
I was
mind
really
is a
expecting that to be,
steel
like,
trap.
like -4 or something.
Yeah.
This
Oh, actually, Richard, can you do me a favour and roll a wisdom save for yourself, please?
Yeah.
I feel like Stephen just touched his fingers with forehead and was like, "Can't read my mind if it's not there."
Okay. Ragnar, you do tap into your own thoughts by accident almost, and if anything, there's now an echo in your head.
Sounds
Oh
horrifying.
no. Oh no.
The mental equivalent of being in one of those like mirrored like elevators.
What do I
When
just
someone's
do the
got you
were
on
tiger inside me?
speakerphone and you can hear your own voice back through the phone.
Does he
I love
start
that, though, I
smacking,
love-
smacking the side of his head, like trying to clear it? Like, stop.
No, I feel like Ragnar has few enough thoughts in his head that it won't cause a problem.
Yeah.
Salem shares its own thoughts to help with Ragnar's implication.
I assume that Salem's own thoughts are just like constant screaming and then occasional like, "Ooh, milk."
Yeah, it's like that video that I posted.
I do not wish to watch that video that you've posted. All right, Ragnar. Now that you're done reading everybody's mind, including your own, what would you like to do?
I would like to attack this snake recklessly because YOLO. Oh, good.
Okay then.
Wow.
Right, yeah. So that is 23 points of damage.
Don't you get a brutal critical?
I think there was something on the thing once it gets to full charge, which it's at now. That's true.
Isn't there the barbarian brutal critical?
Yeah,
strike?
just generally like barbarians get like an extra like damage die.
Do you have that yet, or is that higher level?
Don't
No,
think
not there
so.
yet.
I think that's higher.
Oh
I think
yeah, it's higher
level
level.
9.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. All right then. Well, with a tremendous roar, you slice the snake's head off.
I'll do it.
Which actually, with a spear, is quite a finicky thing to do. It's a stabbing weapon. Like that was piercing damage. That was just a really good stab.
It's only a snake. It's not got a wide head.
No, exactly. It's very accurate. All right. Anything else for you, Ragnar? There are no more enemies around, but I'm still going to keep initiative up for some reason.
I
Fucking
don't
knew
know.
it.
Can I hold my extra attack if anything comes into range of me? Or
Yep.
is-
So you'll hold it until the start of your next turn.
Yeah.
So, yeah, right. Yeah, why not?
Just to clarify, anything that's not the party. Yes.
Nope.
He didn't say that.
Anything that tries to hit me can die.
All right then. So, anything else that you want to do?
Nope, that's it for Ragnar.
Yep. Okay, we'll move on to Sir Leopold, who is going to he's going to maneuver himself over here by the chain and yell out that we need to protect the chains. If they destroy them, we'll plummet to our deaths. And Jean, your turn.
That's an interesting assertion, given that he doesn't actually know how high we are.
No, but you're high.
Dean is going to stand here and hold his action to cast Eldritch Blast if any other snake. And,
Okay.
And then Stephen is, I guess, listening to Leopold, is going to come over this way and is going to hold his action to attack any snake that comes into melee range with him.
Okay, perfect. All right then. So, with those actions held and on the 20,
excuse me,
you hear another tremendous cracking noise above you. As I remove these guys from the turn order. Did that work? Oh, it did work. Lovely. And from above you, there is a splashing sound as more snakes come out, but this time it's lots and lots of tiny snakes.
Oh no!
So we will deal with their arrival, and then we'll deal with all your attacks of opportunity and held actions. Yep. Okay. And why do I have 4 versions of Ragnar open? Anyone?
Because
But you
Because
laughed at
he's
him.
because the snake's secretly Ragnar in disguise.
I mean, that is just true, in all honesty. All right. Well, unfortunately, they rolled really, really well. So they get to go first.
Ragnar is
But
actually just 4 Ragnars in a trench coat.
let's do all of your held actions first. So, Ragnar, you have a held action to attack, and there is one next to you.
Damn, boy.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yes.
As the swarm of snakes lands next to you, you eloquently turn around the spear and just start jab, 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 jab. And you have successfully killed the swarm of snakes. All right. Jean, you had a hold action. You had a hold action to Eldritch Blast, right?
Yes. I'm going to fire at this one that's threatening me and Salem.
Okay, you've got 2 beams, so go for it.
Yeah. Boosh.
Oosh.
Okay.
Still alive? Oh, well, I'll hit it with both.
No. Sorry, I was eating.
Oh,
It died from the first one, so which one are you directing the second one to?
I'll go over this one to protect. Actually, no, I'm going to go over this one because Nugget wasn't holding an action. Yeah, I'll fire at this one, the second one.
Okay, that's fine. That snake takes the Eldritch Blast, and a whole bunch of the little snakes in the swarm have died. The swarm itself is still kicking.
All right, and
now,
then
yep.
Stephen is going to do his Deathly Touch.
Creepy.
Ooh.
So a 13 actually does not hit, I'm afraid.
Oh, damn. Oh, well.
What are you going to do? All right. Were there any other held actions? I think that's all of them.
How come Call has gone ahead of me in the turn order?
Because it's only fair.
Shut up.
How come doesn't Court go next? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh.
what happened.
It was probably where you readjusted it with this.
It would have been when I readjusted it with the arrival of the snakes.
I
Okay.
I was excited about that.
Well,
never
you
prefer.
shouldn't have been.
Didn't say anything, did you?
Cole's going to briefly look like a sad cow.
He can't know this.
He always looks like a cow, so it's just he briefly looks sad.
He's going to make a sad moo noise.
All right, now it is time for the swarm of snakes' turn. So this one up the top is going to attack Nugget. So does a 23 hit?
Yes.
Can you roll me a Constitution saving throw, please? As I take another bite of food.
Does the snake get poisoned?
at this. Look at this sad cow.
This snake is immune to poison, so
Oh.
sorry. All right, you take 3 points of piercing damage, so that's half down to 1 because of your rage, and 14 points of poison damage.
I think you'll find.
Oh my god, I didn't realize it was immunity.
I did not realize it was immune. I thought it was resistance.
Yeah.
Okay, the snake bites you. You take a single point of piercing damage, and are mildly amused that the snake has tried to poison you.
Weirdly
I mean,
weird sound.
there's got to be some advantages to being a fucking frog, isn't there? There's plenty of disadvantages.
You're
Weird
really
sound,
tasty
like
with
it's close
garlic.
to the
That's
enemy.
one advantage.
He's fucking delicious. Yeah, that is true.
I'm crazy over my legs.
Which is ironic
No,
because
I'm
usually
not a fan.
frogs don't do so well against snake.
Yeah, but apparently when it's a really big frog and lots of small snakes, he does really well.
Who
against
wants to see a picture of a cow sitting like a dog?
them. All right, go on. then.
Yeah.
Turns out the real problem for frogs in the real world is that they're not 5 feet tall.
Oh. Look at it.
Yeah, all right. This counts out like a dog. Okay, the next one is going to bite at Elizabeth. So. All right, so she
That's a
needs to
flying
make
cow.
a con save.
Look at
She.
itself.
Okay.
It's going for a fly.
Right, the swarm of snakes makes a number of bites at Elizabeth. She clearly is not as resilient as Nugget is, and has been bitten quite a lot, and is not in a good way. I'm going to put the green on because she is now poisoned.
Uh-oh.
Right, well, what one's left? So
Spaghetti-o.
this one is left, and he's going to try and bite at Stephen, the unpaid intern.
Okay.
Can you buy a ghost?
Well, they're gonna try.
All
There's a
best to them.
25 hit.
That will hit.
That will hit. So I don't know how this works. Can he be poisoned?
No, he is immune to poison. And
Right,
necrotic.
I forgot he is the ghost of a frog. He takes 9 points of piercing damage, though.
Alright, yeah, no, that'll still hurt.
No. Alright. Court, it is your turn.
Well, Court is going to yeet a dagger at the guy in front of me.
Yeet.
Stephen.
Yeah, yeet. Yes, indeed.
No, the snake in front of me. Have a good chance. At.
Oh, I was going to say, go the other direction. Alright, you're just throwing one at Jean.
Yep.
So a 14 does hit,
Excellent.
and that does... Do you have sneak attack?
5 enemy within, ally within 5
Oh,
feet.
Yeah, you do. So that is enough to kill the pile of snakes.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And then as a bonus action, I will yeet a second dagger.
Yep.
This time at. Well, Nugget's going to probably be fine. So this one.
Okay, go for it. Oh, wow.
Damn.
Damn, son.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you don't get the sneak attack damage because you've already had a sneak attack, unfortunately. Otherwise, you would have absolutely turned them into powder.
Yeah.
So they're not dead, but they are severely injured.
Perfect.
All right.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. Right. Nugget. You've got a snake here that's done a single point of damage to you.
Which I'm not very happy about.
I mean, clearly, yeah. Well, it's a pile of snakes, to be clear.
Sorry.
Mm.
Say that there. So I'm gonna
Feed them into the gears as well.
Yep.
Okay. Give me the strength check, alright.
Oh, that was a save, sorry.
Okay,
18
so that's
'cause rage.
18 because you're raging. As it turns out, a swarm of snakes has a garbage strength. So you simply reach into this ball of snakes and get a good armful of them. You are now holding a ball of snakes.
Right, yeet them into the gears. I like this game.
Yeah, make the attack roll to force them into the gears, I suppose. and with an 18, Nugget, you simply grab hold of the snakes, holding them all in one hand, and just kind of start shoving into the gear. A couple of snakes try and wriggle away. You grab them, stuff them back in. It's like watching somebody feed a whole load of spaghetti into a meat tenderizer, just with like blood coming off the spaghetti.
Like a pasta machine.
Honestly, it's the most disgusting pasta machine you've ever seen. Almost like a pasta machine in reverse, actually, because you're feeding in perfectly good wiggling spaghetti and getting out some kind of paste.
Getting pasta sauce.
Yeah, Andy successfully turns the spaghetti into pasta sauce. Yeah, you've absolutely fucking murdered the shit out of those snakes. Anything else for you, Andy?
Jubbly, jubbly. No.
No. All right, cool. There is one pile of snakes left. That's not looking very healthy already.
You finally do what you want to do.
I haven't got any spell slots to. I'm not gonna waste a spell slot on that bitch. I'm just gonna hit him.
Oh, you've already got your whatever divine favor.
Oh no, yeah, and I was gonna I was gonna thunder smite them and like knock them off the other lift, but I'm gonna fucking kill him. Like so 19 to hit with 16 damage.
All right, you bring about your halberd and crash it down into the pile of snakes, and you hear the reassuring gong noise that indicates that they are indeed dead.
I've got to get this thing remodeled to scythe. It's on the list.
All right. That is anything else for you? I'll say if you want to say you hold an action to attack, I'll let you because you've only used one of your attacks. I'll let it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Also, I'll hold the action if they enter range of my halberd, which is 10 feet. So it's yeah.
Yep.
If they enter my aura, basically, they get hit.
All right then. So Elizabeth is going to stagger about a bit because she is quite clearly very woozy, and is going to.
I could heal her, but I'm not going to.
You could heal her, but you're not going to. All right. Do you think Elizabeth
hands,
dying would if anything help?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I agree. I think if I'm not mistaken. I think.
Uses,
yeah, I could literally lay on hands and just heal the poison, but nah.
Okay. So she's going to use this. Let me just.
Wait, I can't pretend to do that and do something worse, can I? No, I don't think I can.
I don't know. What worse did you have in mind?
I was going to pretend to lay on hands and actually do more damage, but I don't think I can.
try and stab her.
Lay on hands.
Lay on hands with my knife. Yes. Okay.
As you sneeze.
Yeah. All right. Salem, there are no enemies currently, but there's likely to be some. So you can hold an action here or any other spells that you want to use.
Or I can put one hand behind her neck and pretend to lay on hands like with my other hand on her head and then just try and break her neck. No, I won't do that.
Yeah, do that. It will be awesome.
I love Sam killing women simulator, you know.
Hey. It's not because she's a woman.
I'd have killed her regardless.
Yeah.
Universal suffrage.
She could be a male psychic. I still murder her.
Alright then. Salem, what are you looking at?
An equal opportunity psychopath.
Already a
Be a him, her.
Eldritch Blast for whatever turns up.
Okay.
Is it him, her, or they? They get treated the same.
Alright, Ragnar.
I'd like
Well, this
to
is just
Undo
ratcheting
aggression.
through hold actions, but
move
you know.
here and hold an action to attack anything that lands near me.
Okay. So on his turn, Leopold is going to clearly use some kind of healing magic on Elizabeth, but he doesn't appear to have very much left. So it's only a minor heal on her. Jean, anything you want to hold?
Has he not healed the
prepare?
poison?
He's not removed the poison, as best as you can tell. He has just healed her a bit.
Is he a paladin?
I don't know. Is he a paladin?
He looks like a paladin.
Oh, crazy. I don't know.
Talks like a paladin.
Yeah, that's weird.
But he might be a cleric.
No,
But he
don't know.
fucks like a barb.
Tastes like a druid, yeah.
Fights like a bitch.
Alright, Gene, anything for you?
Heyo.
Yeah, Gene is just gonna do his action to hold a Eldritch Blast, same as last time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I want.
Do you want to move Stephen about, or?
Nah, Steven's pretty good where he is. I'm happy where he is to protect the lever, and
Mhm.
and yeah, he's gonna hold his action again as well to attack anything that comes into touchy distance.
Alright, excellent. So, on the 20, I can hear my own voice. God, I love it. You hear a tremendous crunching sound as suddenly the elevator jerks to a halt.
Who's abusing their microphone?
Who is abusing their microphone?
Is it Tom?
Sorry, that's me.
Classic Tom. Alright then. So, yeah, you hear a horrible crunching sound as the elevator appears to stop. And then out from the holes that the chains are coming through, less so the one on the top because of all the blood. But you see as in scrabbles a woman holding a snake scrabbles out of the bottom one. Similarly out of the top one, as well as some snakes.
Oh,
Cheeky snakes.
Can I whack them all? They're on the way out of the hole.
All right, let me get them in position and do turn orders. So just a moment.
Oh,
Excuse me.
That was a lovely word.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
It
You
was,
just
yeah.
filled your keyboard with sick.
No,
Oh,
not yet.
not yet. The day is young though. Right,
Didn't
those are
laugh.
some
He's
hot
just in his
garbage
lap,
rolls.
He's just picking up handfuls of it, and he's going to put it in his keyboard in a minute.
No, I've put it in my top pocket for later.
Oh, I'm not happy with that. Oh, all right then. So
Just remember,
Let's
Dom,
go
you
through.
chose to be here.
that's true. That's true. I can choose to leave. Right. So that means we're gonna ratchet through everybody's held actions and what they're doing. So from the top, Nugget, you don't have a held action. Call, you do have a held action. Who you
Yeah,
hitting
boy.
and why?
Gonna whack 'em all that bit to the snake. Does a 28 hit?
It does. Yes. Give me a second.
I should fucking hope so. 17 damage, unless it dies, in which case I do more to everyone else around it. But
Okay. So that is 17 points of damage.
yeah, boy.
Okay. Perfect. I typed 90. Don't know why.
I mean,
Not
that's
giving you that.
reasonable.
No. You can roll a persuasion check to try and convince me, but I've got a pretty high DC. Get fucked. Yeah.
Mate, that how many times have you tempted fate and been fucked by a nat 20?
Genuinely, the moment it came out of my mouth, I was like, if he gets a nat 20, I will give it to him. But only then. All right. So
Self-belief was not strong enough today.
it is not. It is pathetic today. All right,
Whoa,
Salem,
whoa,
you
whoa.
have a held action for some Eldritch Blasts. So
Yes.
who do you want to target, and why, please?
Snake Lady.
Snake Lady, the northern one. Okay, go for it.
Uh,
Fine, Snake Lady. Here she is.
wrong page. Yes.
Ooh.
It does indeed hit.
Yes, and
She
10
has-
feet push.
Fucking garbage AC.
10
So
feet push.
yeah,
Fucking
so
nice.
Snake Lady climbs up, is immediately hit by a halberd, and then blasted in the face by your Eldritch Blast, and falls backwards
Get the
out of view
fuck out of here.
of the platform. I have to have a quick check of something.
I love that.
Can I wave if she falls?
Hang on, I gotta. Oh fuck! Hang on.
Is this where you roll the number of D6s for how many feet she's fall?
and I'm quickly double checking if I. Oh man, you know how like last time I was really annoyed because Snake Lady had a bunch of spells that were about movement and stuff like that, and you guys like rooted her and knocked her down immediately.
Yep.
Do you know what spell I didn't give her?
What?
Misstep.
So Right, let me just. How much damage is she taking? How does this work in 5e? It is 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet,
10 feet, yeah.
to a maximum of 20d6. Okay.
Oh, I wasn't aware there was a maximum.
There is apparently, yes.
So
That's
assumably, if
terminal
you fall
velocity, I guess.
200 feet or more, you hit terminal velocity. Yeah, that's fair.
Presumably, yeah.
If you gain enough health, full damage doesn't exist anymore. That's the way I like.
I
it.
mean, that is true
Yes.
essentially.
Yeah.
Just less consequences,
I don't think you could ever get to a point where 20d6 wouldn't be a significant amount of damage.
No, but barbarian.
even at
Level 20
yeah, but-
barbarian would have rolled 20.
A barbarian could very easily have avoided it. Yes,
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah.
Just
So you-
aim for the bushes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm
yes.
gonna-
Great
I'm
reference,
gonna-
Tom. Great reference.
Class.
All right, so the Eldritch Blast hits her directly in the face. She tumbles over backwards, and disappears from view. Is all I will say about the full damage. Right. You've got a second Eldritch
I got a
Blast.
second one.
Yeah, where's that
I'm,
going then?
I'm
Get the
debating.
other snake ready. Hit the other snake ready.
Do
Ruin
it.
Dom's day.
Do it, coward. Do it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll do it.
This is where Dom's going to retrofact bit and just be like, "Oh, you're only 10 feet off the ground."
I like.
Oh no.
I like to think this is the cats just blamming stuff off the side of a table.
It really is. Hang on. Ooh. Okay. She vanishes from view as well. That is all I will say for now.
Do I
Gene.
get an attack opportunity for that person going back?
No,
I thought we
we've
said
already
no.
established
Yeah.
full
Oh, were they
full
not
square.
back? I missed that. Sorry, I missed that.
It was
Yeah,
even
they
the
didn't
same
leak-
reason they moved last time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright,
I just missed that. I missed the fact that we pushed back. I just came back into the conversation at the end there.
That's right. Ragnar, it is your held action was to attack anything that comes close to you. Now, there's nothing in range of you yet, so we'll hold off on that for now.
I could throw a javelin.
Do you want to use your throw javelin? Yeah. Go for
Yeah,
it if you want
can
to.
Can I?
Yeah.
So can I try and hit this one, but with making no obvious effort to miss Elizabeth? I'm not very good at throwing, but I
Make the
will
attack
accept
roll.
it if
Yeah,
it
make the
hits.
attack roll. Mm-hmm.
Sort of blue on blue.
This goes one of two ways.
I will leave it up to like a coin flip if you want to who it hits. But I'm making no
Yeah, I
intention
wanna.
to throw it around her.
No, yeah, I think a coin flip is the way to
I
go.
will throw it through her.
Tell you what, roll me a d6. Odds mean that you hit her. Evens mean you hit
Richard,
the
if you throw it hard enough, you can hit her and the snake.
Odds is her, evens is snake.
Bobber.
Shish kebab.
All right.
I do want to point
As
out that
the
would have been a reckless
snakes,
attack as well.
as the snakes start clambering and appearing on there, Ragnar turns around, spots one as it starts to slither its way up, and immediately flings a javelin straight at it. Dead shot, perfect aim, as it hits Elizabeth through the shoulder. She is down on the ground now with
Oh,
a
shit.
javelin through her shoulder. She is still alive, but I mean, at this point, fucking barely.
Right. Oh shit.
Gene, you also had a held Eldritch Blast.
Yes. I really wish I'd taken that invocation now. That would have been sick.
it's
always
got
love
its
that.
moment to shine here, as it turns
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to shoot this one first.
I
Yeah.
knew it was coming.
Um,
So they saw a gif.
You have to
Oh.
watch to the end.
Slightly less impressive. Do it again.
Okay, sorry, Ed. All right, as you spin about. So which one are you hitting? Sorry,
The one on the right.
the one on the right. Okay, then. So with your first Eldritch Blast, it does hit and does 6 points of force damage, and your second one comes in to finish it off, dealing a total of 14 points. As the swarm of snakes collapses down, dead. All right, now I believe we are finally done with all the held actions.
Stephen.
No, we're fucking not, because Ed is 2 people again. All right, Stephen.
God damn it!
Bring the pain.
One day Steven's gonna hit someone.
Oh yeah, he does
Please,
not.
Steven, this is why I don't pay you.
One day, Steven's gonna hit someone and it will do no damage.
You got no hustle.
Steven's sitting there going, well, if you fucking pay for some lessons, maybe I'd be better.
Just lackadaisically kind of waves at him.
All right then. So as now we're done with all the held actions. Almost immediately upon arrival, the 2 women clamber up with their snakes, and immediately Salem, 2 cats simultaneously, one looking at each other, blast both of them off the platform. The moment they go flying off, the platform resumes moving again. It was clearly them who had frozen it somehow. No word on if they're alive or dead. We'll deal with that in a moment. Court, it is your turn.
Well, Court is going to protect Stephen because apparently he needs it.
Apparently, yeah.
You say that these guys have fallen off again?
Yeah,
just on there
basically
for
ignore them. They're on there so I remember them and for their turn.
In which case, then I am going to stab the little sneaky boy next to me.
Okay. All right, a 22 will hit. So that does 23 points of damage. Very nice, very nice.
Excellent.
Snake is still kicking.
Perfect. In which case, then I will then
Wait, how can a snake kick? Even the snake's still there.
the backhand movement of the swing attack with the other one.
Okay.
It's miss.
Unfortunately, with your second one, you miss. That wasn't your best psychic blade. You've done better. You can be better.
I am better.
All right. Anything
Sorry.
else for you?
No.
All right then, Nugget. You were previously going to have quite a few enemies to fight. Now you've just got one more snake, and once again a working set of gears. There it is. Right, let's make this. Why these snakes have such garbage strength? Oh my god. Okay, the snake has completely failed it. You go to grab the snake. It almost, at the same time, you think it's trying to like wrap itself around you, but you're very used to this. You simply allow it to wrap itself around your hand and then move your hand into the gearing, push it straight into the gearing, and immediately turn a third set of snakes into toothpaste.
It's like using a fork and a spoon for spaghetti.
It's just overkill. Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, no, that's a pretty good turn. Yeah, as you just.
I think the only thing I said that entire turn was end of turn.
I mean, yeah, that was all you needed to say, really, wasn't it? Was those rolls plus the snake's rolls? You just absolutely powdered it. Cool. It is your turn. There are 2 snakes left on the platform.
All I can see is corpses.
Pile of snakes and a big one over
There's
here.
one next to me.
Yep.
All right, Cole's actually going to move for the first time in a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my
Stretches.
To be fair, he's a paladin with reach. You know, staying stationary is actually quite useful.
Yeah, no. I'm just picturing.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
Quite
okay.
posy.
stand over here. And fucking wreck that bitch over there. Fuck yeah, I make +9s, it's dope.
All right, so that is 20 points of damage, right?
Yeah.
All right, as you bring your death knell halberd crashing down onto the snake's face, you once again hear the comforting sound of a bell ringing. As that snake is indeed dead, you have another attack, and you've still got a little bit of movement, I believe. I don't know if you can get in range, but
1, 2, 3. I've only moved 15 feet, so yeah, 100%.
yeah, you can, yeah.
20, 25. Don't need to go any further.
Yep.
Hey, it just keeps coming.
It does indeed keep coming, so that is 16 points of damage, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. As you once again hear the sound that you love, as the horrible ringing sound cracks out.
I'll tell you, when Leopold goes mental, if anyone ever asks him like how it happened, he's just going to be like, the bells, the bells.
All right. Do you want to do anything else on your turn?
Kill more things probably is what he wants to do.
I'd like to. I don't want any more attacks.
Or
tell you what,
enemies, to be clear.
I've got 5 more feet
Well,
of movement.
Yeah.
Can
Enemies are friends you haven't alienated yet.
Can I step on I forgot her name.
Elizabeth.
Can I step on Elizabeth by mistake?
Oh my god!
Oh wait, could your death knell not do damage to her? Because we could treat her like a hostile creature.
If you want to treat her like a hostile creature, is she in range? It's 15
it's
feet.
15 feet, so she is.
If you want to
Yeah.
treat her like a hostile creature,
I mean, it's psychic damage, so it's not going to be obvious, is it?
okay, it's a wisdom save,
DC 15 wisdom save.
which she does fail. So that's 5 points of psychic damage. Okay then, and then you're gonna try and step on her and make it look like an accident.
Yeah, I just make as if to go back to where I was and then run out of movement and just kind of end up stood on top of her by mistake.
Okay,
Yeah,
make
it can happen to the best of us.
a deception check, please, or performance, depending on how you want to play it.
Can I do? No. I can perform, but I don't think you'll only perform with strength, will you? Because that kind of doesn't make sense in this situation.
No, yeah. This is about how you can play it off as something you didn't notice.
Oh,
It's not a strong roll. Not a strong roll.
can I just fall over? Try and cover my tracks by falling over entirely.
No, you said you wanted to just step on her, and so you have stepped on her. Oh my fucking god. So
I
Leopold
can't end my turn in the same space, so I need to move.
Yeah,
one of us
move
needs to
yourself.
move.
Just tell you what, I'll move her to be like there.
Okay.
Yep. So Leopold does not appear to notice. It is now Elizabeth's turn.
Am I literally just stood on her?
You are essentially stood on her. She is not quite dead yet.
We can fix that.
But she is in a very, very bad way. And there is nothing more she can do on her turn than that. So I'm going to move on to Salem.
I don't know if she's
We're
not
gonna
going to
get-
save it, is she?
No comment. Yeah, is there anything you want to do? You're still
we're walking on a
advancing
knife
down.
edge.
I'm gonna hold some Eldritch blasts.
Some Eldritch Blasts. Okay.
Some
all right
Eldritch blasts.
then. We'll run through. So snakes, these are dead. Ragnir, anything for you?
I hold an action to attack anything that comes near me or behind Elizabeth.
Okay then. All right then. So these are dead. It is Sir Leopold's turn. He is going to immediately, now that he seems to think the danger has gone, he's going to push you out of the way, Call,
Fair. That's
to
probably reasonable.
to get to Elizabeth, and he is currently crouching down on the floor, kind of holding her in his arms, and muttering some prayers and kind of running his hand kind of over her head and desperately trying to patch up her wounds. He is generally just shouting, "Do something! Anybody, do something! Please help me!" Jean, it is your turn.
You got this. You got this, Clean. I believe in you.
Okay. So Gene is going. Don't worry. I'll try. And he shoos him out of the way a little bit so he can work.
Yeah.
And he's going to try and get between him and.
Okay. Yeah.
So
all
he
right.
can't
We'll
really
move it
see
here
it
to make
working.
it convenient.
And
Yeah.
he's
Okay.
going to try and find the whatever the bit where the snake had bit her.
Mm-hmm.
And then he is going to touch the little bit where it was, and then he is going to cast inflict wounds.
Oh my god!
At a higher level cast, what did you do?
Jesus Christ, that's not a small thing either. That's a fucking hell.
And I want it to look like the necrotic is like the necrotic is coming from the bite wound. So if it does
right.
spread, it looks
Okay.
like it's like corruption from the bite.
All right then.
Jesus Christ, man.
So,
You
to
got
be
that
clear
third
of
level?
clear of one thing, by the way, the full damage from Tom, because I'm gonna drop combat, but just so you know, the full damage from Tom killed the first one exactly.
Oh,
and overkilled the second one by 1 point of damage.
yeah.
Wow.
Fuck.
It's just literally, they arrived and Tom killed both of them. Like, so I'm going to drop initiative.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Does she look like she's dying from that?
Oh, she is 100%. She is dying, and you've just cast inflict wounds upon her and done quite a lot of damage to her. She is dead.
Yeah, Jean is just gonna be like, "No, damn it, no!" and just like hit her on the chest, like, "Live, damn it!"
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Can you give me a I'm trying to think, a performance deception?
I'll take deception. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll just in case I'll use knowledge from past life as well, just to give an extra d6.
Yeah,
We're-
chuck that on as well. So that's
This
24.
party is tailor-made for this task.
It is, isn't
It's
it?
ridiculous.
Jesus Christ.
This is not the first person Jean has killed directly in front of a bunch of people.
All right. As Jean puts on an absolute show. I mean, honestly, to the point where Call, at one point you feel yourself starting to tear up a bit, like, oh no, poor Elizabeth.
And I
ignoring that
remember what's happening, and I have to restrain myself to avoid clapping.
you still have blood on your hooves. Like, this is a very convincing performance by Jean here. And you watch as Sir Leopold falls to his knees and kind of stares at his hands. And you hear him muttering to himself, "What have I done? What have I done? Oh, what have I done?"
It's not your fault,
Oh,
sir.
dear.
She fell in the line of duty. She was trying to realize your divine ambition. It was righteous.
She was a true friend. We must not forget her sacrifice. Oh. They told me this path would be difficult, but it is nothing like this.
Call is gonna settle, not in no subtle manner, sort of just start muttering in his ear about vengeance and vengeance is due. You must avenge her.
As a vengeance paladin,
retro-
that is your specialty.
Retribution is necessary.
No
Can
price is
you-
too high for the greater
Yeah, no
good.
price is too price. No, the
Yeah.
payment is due. All that. Just gonna
Can you
fucking
roll me
lay
a
it on thick.
persuasion with advantage?
Yes, I can.
Yes, you can indeed. All right then.
Use your anger.
Use your hate.
As
Like I said, this party is tailor-made for this task.
it is a
Question.
bit, isn't it?
Question, Dom.
Yes.
Can I-
yes, Dan.
Try to rearrange her limbs and stuff so that she's lying with her arms crossed with her sword on her chest and eyes closed.
Mhm.
And whilst doing that,
You're gonna rob right.
subtly check for anything of value.
Roll a sleight of hand, please.
Sleight of hand, you say?
I do say that. I'm fully aware of. Yeah, there it is. See? Fucking hell.
We are bad people, and it's great fun.
All right then. So as Sir Leopold is trying to compose himself, Court, you come over and kind of you help Jean to arrange her in a nice way, make her look dignified, and you have a quick look in all the pockets just while you're at it. You find a significant array of knives.
Mm-hmm.
None too special. You're a bit of an aficionado with knives, so you recognise just cheap mass-produced daggers when you see them.
These came from the knife factories of old.
Yes, indeed. Ye olde magical knife factories.
Yes.
And also, when you're scrounging around, you find a small locket
Oh.
that when you kind of pry open, inside there appears to be a small ruby.
Oh.
But you can't
Yeah,
take it
but-
out of the locket. It is part of the locket. It's all sealed in one. But beyond that, you can't really see what it is.
I will pocket it.
Okay, I will make a note of that.
Does Cole see him do that?
Given his sleight of hand roll, no.
Okay, I was going to let you give it to Leopold. Nothing like a reminder to keep his vigilance hot.
I mean, I don't know what it is. It might be something really valuable.
Okay, I'm just making a note here. That's all good. Dan cursed. Yep, cool, perfect.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
what about court?
didn't work out so well for the last owner, did it?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it was a
Court's
Ruby
not
of
very-
Javelin attraction.
Yeah, court's now very, very nervous around Ragnir and cool.
Yeah, you
To be
notice
fair-
that Ragnar's Javelin appears to be just following you.
Yeah.
Cool. Got cool hooves. Obviously, you suddenly noticed the first time that his hooves are actually steel shod.
All right. As you continue to ride the elevator, it now does eventually reach the base of the cavern. And as you kind of arrive down the bottom, you spot one of these snake ladies appears to be impaled on a stalagmite, and the other one appears to have landed directly on her head. They are both absolutely dead. No question about it whatsoever. They are completely dead, and you have made it deep down into the, I'll come up with a better name at some point, the Snake Caves. And that is where we will leave it for now.
Okay.
Good. So very
Are you
well
sure
done.
Are you sure they're not snake caves?
Yes, sorry, the Snake Caves. No, actually they're more like caverns.
Caverns.
Or what's another word for caves and caverns? Depths. Yeah. So yes, very well done, guys. Fuck you, Tom. Genuinely, it didn't even pop into my head that like you had that knockback ability. I was like, oh, they're gonna have to do strength checks and stuff like that.